Team Cinderella is trying on their dancing slippers. 13th-seeded University of San Diego beginning preparations for their tournament get-together with Stanford. The Toreros leave for Spokane Tuesday, tip-off against the Cardinal Thursday afternoon. Practice marred by a head-banging collision between Matt Dalzell and Travis Smith. Cuts open, blood flowing, headbands required. Now that is a true fashion statement.
You know, I'm not into headbands, okay, at all, and we had to have a couple manufactured today for our guys, Smith and Dalzell, that got banged up, but they'll be ready to go.
We're trying to loosen it up a little bit, and so me and Travis decided we're gonna plan it, we're gonna knock heads and see what happens. So just try to loosen everybody up, get coach in a joking mood.
Now, while the mood is Fisher's Aztecs forced to play second fiddle to USD, State hosting UC Santa Barbara Wednesday night in the first round of the NIT. Now, the thought of playing the Gauchos brings back painful memories for DeAndre Moore. 2 years ago, the Aztecs point guard almost got killed by a falling basket.
Warm-ups, I think it was 2 years ago. Yeah. I think it was third game of the season. We were in warm-ups, and the basket kind of fell and hit me on the back of the head. Kind of knocked me out. And I was scared because I couldn't feel my legs. I couldn't feel my legs.
Needless to say, this Wednesday night warm-up, you might be just checking out.
I'm gonna stay away from the basket area. I might shoot a lot of jumpers.
When you last played him, was that the game where the basket during warm-up kind of fell in on DeAndre Moore?
Exactly. Yeah. We're still got the lawsuit pending. So if we don't win this one, we're gonna file it.
Today, San Diego State finally has its first postseason win, a thrilling overtime victory over UC Santa Barbara tonight. A good crowd on hand at Cox Arena. San Diego State trying to extend its season, and the Aztecs would storm back from a 10 down at half. Tony Bland hits the runner late, ties the game at 54, sends it to overtime in the OT. Mike McHale comes alive. The senior only had 3 points during the regulation, but in overtime he scores 6 in a row. And Tommy Johnson will hit the dagger coming up. A big three-pointer in the corner. San Diego State wins it 67-62. And Tony Bland carried off the court his final game at San Diego State on their court. They'll get the rematch with Texas Tech Friday in Lubbock.
Sports. 0-5 in Division I postseason play, hoping tonight would be the charm. And also don't forget that the fact that Aztecs ended their conference tournament with a horrible loss to Las Vegas, so certainly some added incentive tonight. Now remember, this game started about 7:05 at Cox Arena. Just moments before it began is when the U.S. started launching that airstrike against Iraq. So as people were heading into the arena, we stopped them to ask them some of their reactions.
My thoughts go out to the troops for sure, and I think it's pretty interesting that all these people can come out to this basketball game at time of war and still enjoy the freedoms that we enjoy here.
I think this man is bad, and he's not going to be good no matter how many chances we give him.
All right, on to the fun and games now. Pretty good game inside Cox Arena. UC Santa Barbara, a 10-point lead at halftime. Jumper there by Nick Jones, but get this. The Aztecs, a furious comeback with seconds to go. Tony Bland hits that runner, sends the game into overtime. Now check this out. On the free throw, rebound by the Aztecs, dumped back out to Mike McHale, knocks it down for 2. And then Tommy Johnson's going to put it away with a three-pointer right there. Aztecs come back from 10 down to win it. Their first ever Division I postseason victory.
It was a great way for the Aztecs to get their first ever postseason Division I victory.
We came out excited to play and ready to go. We had a little bit of a drought going into the half, but as you see, we got our stuff together.